Sometimes the difference between life and death is not strength, but attention, Daniel Brooks would later say, though at that moment he didn't even realize his life had just changed. 30 seconds earlier, he had been exactly where he always was, moving fast, checking his phone, thinking 3 meetings ahead, his polished Italian shoes striking the sidewalk with the confidence of a man worth $4.2 billion. The revolving doors of the Grand Mercer Hotel spun behind him as cold November air brushed against his tailored coat, the kind that cost more than most people's monthly rent. But Daniel barely noticed the weather, barely noticed the traffic, barely noticed anything that didn't directly affect the schedule. Across the street, a delivery truck idled. A pedestrian signal blinked from red to white. A taxi honked somewhere in the distance. Normal city noise, background noise, invisible to him, but not to her. Emily Carter stood just 10 feet away, holding a small paper bag with takeout coffee. Her black diner uniform slightly wrinkled from a double shift. Her light brown hair pulled into a simple tie. Nothing about her appearance suggesting importance. Nothing about her quiet presence demanding attention. Most people never remembered seeing her even when she was right in front of them. But Emily noticed things. She noticed the way the delivery truck's front wheel wasn't straight. She noticed the faint rise in engine sound that didn't match a parked vehicle. She noticed the driver looking down instead of forward. Small things. Half-second details. The kind most people filtered out. Daniel stepped forward toward the curb without looking up. His phone buzzed. Another deal. Another number. Another victory waiting to be signed. Emily's eyes shifted from the truck to Daniel. Something in her posture changed. Not panic, not fear, just calculation. The same stillness someone develops after seeing how quickly ordinary moments can turn permanent. Daniel took another step. The engine sound changed again. Louder now, not dramatically, just enough. Emily dropped the coffee bag. The sound of the cup hitting the concrete was soft, almost delicate. Daniel never heard it. Her hand moved before her thoughts finished forming. No speech, no warning, just instinct. Her fingers closed around the sleeve of his coat and pulled him back one sharp step. Daniel stumbled slightly, more surprised than alarmed, turning with irritation already forming on his face, ready to ask what kind of person thought they could just grab someone like that. Then the truck rolled past the space where he had been standing a moment earlier. Not fast, not dramatic, just close enough to make the air shift. Close enough to change the color in Daniel's face. Silence followed. Not complete silence. City silence. The kind filled with distant engines, footsteps, and wind between buildings. But inside that moment something else settled. Awareness. Daniel looked from a street back to Emily. Really looked this time. Not at her uniform. Not at her job. At her eyes. Calm. Focused, unapologetic. Why did you do that? He asked, his voice quieter than he expected. Emily bent down, picked up the fallen coffee, and placed it in a nearby trash can before answering. I didn't, she said simply. Daniel frowned. Didn't what? She met his gaze without intimidation, without admiration, just honesty. I didn't think, she said. I noticed. And for the first time that morning, Daniel Brooks had no immediate response.